There is an old story about Nasiruddin Hodja. One night, a neighbor found him searching for something under a lamppost in the street. "What did you lose, Hodja?" the neighbor asked. "My wedding ring," Hodja said. The neighbor joined him. After a few minutes of searching, he asked, "Where exactly did you lose it?" "In the bedroom," he said. "Then why are we looking here?" Hodja seemed surprised. "Because the bedroom is dark? There's light here. Am I stupid? Why would I search in the darkness?" We laugh because the absurdity is obvious. The light makes searching easier, but it does not make the ring more likely to be there. And yet, we spend a considerable part of our lives doing exactly what Hodja was doing. We search where searching is easy, not necessarily where the thing was lost. We work on the most accessible part of a problem, answer the question for which we already have an answer, and do whatever allows us to feel that we are doing something. Children offer another excellent example. When they first begin bathing themselves, many seem to develop an extraordinary commitment to washing their stomachs. Give them a bar of soap and they may rub the stomach throughout the entire bath. Meanwhile, the back, neck, feet, armpits, and all the folds and corners where dirt is more likely to be found remain untouched. The reason is simple. The stomach is broad, flat, visible, and easy to reach. The child is not refusing to bathe. The child may be working with great sincerity, but all that effort flows toward the easiest surface. As adults, of course, we become more sophisticated. We no longer spend all our time rubbing our stomachs. Instead, we answer emails, reorganize folders, watch productivity videos, compare cameras, redesign slides, adjust fonts, and convince ourselves that we have been tremendously productive. We have simply learned to rub our stomachs in more professional ways. This is why I'm not sure laziness is always the right word. Laziness sounds like the absence of effort, but often the effort is present. It is simply being spent where the cost is lowest. And the cost is not always physical. We conserve cognitive effort, emotional effort, attention, uncertainty, embarrassment, and social risk. Making a phone call, beginning a manuscript, admitting we're wrong, asking for help, or confronting someone we love may require almost no muscular energy, yet we may spend an entire day doing strenuous things to avoid that one apparently simple act. Perhaps this tendency has a long evolutionary history. For most of human existence, energy was extremely valuable. Hunting, gathering food, carrying water, cutting wood, building shelter, raising children, and escaping danger all required it. A creature that expended energy whenever energy could possibly be expended would not necessarily be admirable. It might simply be dead. Resting when exertion was unnecessary was not a moral failure. Taking the shorter route was not weakness. Turning repeated actions into habits reduced the need to solve the same problem again and again. Energy conservation was not laziness, it was survival. In that world, the relationship between effort and consequence was often immediate. If someone exhausted himself before a hunt, he might fail to catch food. If he neglected the shelter, rain came through it. If he wasted energy, he might not have enough when it mattered. Our social structure has changed that relationship. I do not mean that modern people are lazy because life has become easier. Many people today perform enormous amounts of cognitive and emotional labor. What has changed is that very few of us now perform the complete chain of activities required for our own survival. Someone else grows our food, builds our houses, treats our water, manufactures medicine, repairs the roads, and keeps the internet alive so that we can become furious when it slows down for 11 seconds. Civilization buffers the immediate consequences of many individual failures. If we avoid difficult work today, we do not necessarily starve tonight. The consequence may arrive years later as lost ability, missed opportunity, diminished confidence, or the realization that others have moved while we have remained where we were. Because the original value of conserving energy is no longer visible, we often see only the remaining behavior and call it a vice. We call the person lazy. That does not mean every failure to act should be excused as evolutionary inheritance. An explanation is not an acquittal. Understanding where a tendency came from does not mean obeying it. It simply gives us a better chance of dealing with it intelligently. Instead of asking only, why am I so lazy? Perhaps we should ask, what cost am I avoiding? Is the task unclear, frightening, too large, or deprived of immediate reward? Does it threaten my sense of competence? Am I avoiding work or avoiding the possibility of discovering that I may not be good at it? There is also no clean division between lazy people and hardworking people. The same person may refuse to wash a plate for 3 days and then work through the night on something he loves. Effort changes according to meaning, reward, fear, and circumstances. Perhaps a population also needs some balance between effort and conservation. A society made entirely of people who avoided exertion would achieve very little. A society made entirely of people who expended maximum effort on everything might exhaust itself polishing stones and preparing for storms that never came. Progress requires effort. Survival often requires refusing unnecessary effort. The difficulty is knowing which is which. And this is where, somewhat unexpectedly, Occam's razor enters. It is often paraphrased as the simplest explanation is usually correct. The simplest explanation is usually correct. That is not quite the principle. One formulation associated with the wisdom of Occam is plurality must never be posited without necessity. Plurality must never be posited without necessity. Another says, it is futile to do with more what can be done with fewer. Occam's razor does not say that reality must be simple or that the easiest explanation is true. It says that when fewer assumptions explain the same evidence, we should not add complexity without necessity. Still, I cannot resist seeing a family resemblance. The organism asks, why spend more energy if less will do? The mind asks, why calculate again if a habit will do? Science asks, why introduce more assumptions if fewer will explain the observations? All three value economy, but there is a crucial difference. Occam's razor removes what is unnecessary. Destructive laziness removes what is difficult before determining whether it is necessary. Sometimes the shortcut is intelligent. Not every difficult task is valuable. Not every complicated book is profound. Not every person working 18 hours is achieving more than someone working 6. We should not confuse suffering with virtue or inefficiency with seriousness. But sometimes the shortcut takes us somewhere other than where we need to go. So before condemning ourselves or someone else as lazy, perhaps we should look through the laziness more carefully. Are we conserving energy for what matters or spending it on easier things to avoid what matters? Are we eliminating unnecessary effort or quietly eliminating the necessary part because it is uncomfortable? Are we resting before the hunt or resting instead of it? Are we washing ourselves or only rubbing the broad, uncomplicated surface our hands can easily reach? And after searching beneath the lamppost night after night, should you not finally ask whether the excellent light is part of the problem? Perhaps it is time to enter the dark room.